I'm Nancy Carlson, and we're here at Amiskwichi Academy. This is one of the learning spaces in our city that Dr. Francis Whiskeyjack has made possible, and today we're talking about education and reconciliation. Hello.
That's it. Wow.
Thank you. Let's have a seat.
Happy.
Thank you. Mr. Whiskeyjack, when you are in a school, how does it make you feel?
Well, Nancy, I love working with children. I always have. Youth. So I'm pretty relaxed around them. I'm used to that by now, just from experience. And I think I have so much fun with them because I can learn from them.
What role does education play when it comes to reconciliation?
I think for me, it's just sharing life history, life experiences, and creating that awareness, just to know that it's still the past is always in the present today in many cases when you look out in the streets, and to create that awareness in a positive ways, just so people understand the plight of people that are still victimized, and it's not to blame anybody, but to know that it exists many times. People become indifferent, or people will say, forget about that. We weren't there. But understanding residential school experience, because I'm a survivor, comes from a lived experience. Understanding truth comes from a lived experience. And so people are not aware of that because they've never experienced it.
So school wasn't always a safe space for you, and now you spend so much time in schools. You even have a school in Edmonton named after you. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
How has your experience with residential schools shaped how you see how students are taught now and how they are taught about reconciliation?
Well, it's taken a long time to introduce Indigenous ways of doing and knowing, because I think, again, it comes with creating awareness on the psychology of our ways in traditional parenting, on traditional knowledge and ceremony. And that's basically a link in what you term as the balance of the medicine wheel teachings. The relationship, the connections, has to do with knowing your spirit. That has to do with being healthy physically, mental health. The mind is a powerful tool in remembering and learning, and not just in theory, but also the experiences that you get from the natural environment. So from the past, we've always connected with the environment and the universe and the spiritual realm. So these are some of the teachings that we get from the medicine wheel. The other part is the emotional part, because for me, I like laughter, as you've probably experienced from our conversations, but at the same time, to be truly human is to be able to be understanding, not to be judgmental, and to earn that trust and respect. And we pass this on to our youth. When you can earn that responsibility as a student, it's give and take. And so I learned to be patient with youth, and not everybody has had a positive upbringing. So sometimes there's troubled youth, and one has to have that compassion. One cannot be indifferent to their feelings.
When you hear the word reconciliation, what does it mean to you?
When people can get along, but more so, it's what Willie Littlechild, a friend of mine, the lawyer, an ex-MP, would say, reconciliation. What are you willing to do to make change and make a difference in our journeys? Because as they say, we're all treaty people. There was agreements in the past, and a lot of my people understand that the Indian Act was never meant really to help people, but to subdue people and not to have a freedom to be free. When children were taken from their parents, and like a lot of us had abandonment issues. I speak from a survivor experience, and even the parents had abandonment issues, and so a lot of them, when all their kids were taken away, I'm sure turned to other means that were not so positive in a lifestyle, and that led to a lot of addictions, a lot of violence, and you can see it today.
So when you talk about reconciliation, what's the next action you hope is taken?
Just to encourage youth that are Indigenous, and I say encourage because a lot of our youth have lost the language. A lot of our parents have lost the language. And language, for me, my Cree language connects me to a relationship with, like I said, the universe, the spirituality, and everything that we say in Cree has a root term. And when you can speak your own language, like for me, even in prayer, I can feel that, as opposed to Catholicism, which tried to condition me to Latin responses when I served Mass as an altar boy, or English language that I didn't know when I first learned how to speak it, but it's not the same like reciting like in Catholicism, the Rosary, the Apostles' Creed, the Our Father, the Hail Marys. Those were written in the Bible, and when I'm asked to do prayers for different agencies or organizations, I never have to write those words down. I say it from my spirit, and that's the difference. And it's never really the same. But yet it acknowledges Creator, first of all. It acknowledges the spirit guides that we know as grandfathers. Maybe in your language you know them as the angels and saints. But these are some of the differences that I would say, like Mamustigaun in Cree means asking for mercy from the most humble prayer, from being closest to Mother Earth.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Elder Whiskeyjack. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.